Do you ever feel like you're out of breath before your legs give out when running? Maybe the secret to better running is a better breath. And that is what the book Running on Air by Bud Coates is all about. Hey everyone, I'm Tom Williams. I'm a physiotherapist, strength conditioning coach, and a running coach. And in today's book review, I'm going to be reviewing Running on Air by Bud Coates and taking away all the clinically useful tools for you so that way you can apply them with yourself and your clients straight away. Now, as a bit of backstory, Bud Coates is a 4-time Olympic trials qualifier and a long-time running coach. He's been doing running for a very long time. And the purpose of this book was, in essence, to distill all the information he's gained across decades of work and trying to distill that into some very simple messages. One of the biggest messages, and probably the biggest message of the book, is something he calls rhythmic breathing. It is essentially where you are trying to match your breathing with your foot strike timing and pattern. Now, the reason for that is that he has found when you learn to time your breathing, or you can get rhythmic breathing with your strike pattern, you tend to run more efficiently, more calmly, and you tend to get better performance. Now, the way this works is rhythmic breathing is, in essence, just breathing in timing with your steps. So Coates talks about 2 different styles of patterns, a 5-step and a 3-step count. So if you think the 5-step count is I breathe in for 1, 2, 3, then I exhale for 1, 2, giving me the 5. For the 3-step count, I'm breathing in for 1, 2, and then I'm exhaling for 1, giving me the 3-step count. Now, you may be asking, why is it 5 and 3? And the answer comes that an odd number means that every time that you're exhaling, you're going to be landing on a different leg with the exhale. So one of the big takeaways here from Coates' point of view is that when you exhale, you tend to be less stable on that leg, and therefore if you're repeating that on, say, an even number count, one leg is going to be doing more work than the other. Now, the easiest way to think about that is if you're in the gym trying to do a big heavy lift, or you're trying to pick up something heavy, you tend to take a really big breath in, tense, and then lift the weight up. It's the same with running, just at a much lower scale of intensity. By alternating those patterns, you tend to just distribute the weight and the force differently across both legs, which across a long run is a very useful skill. Now, what I really like about the idea is you don't have to do the 5-step or the 3-step count. I personally tend to do a 7 or a 9-step count. As the exercise or the run gets harder though, you tend to go with a quicker count. So if you're going up a hill, the 5-step or the 3-step count can actually be quite useful to try and maintain your oxygen levels, to maintain the performance going up the hill. One of the biggest tricks is you gotta find your area, but the idea of having it as an odd number is key. So you are learning to distribute force differently from one leg to the other. What you're gonna find is as you learn to use rhythmic breathing and understand how that works for you, your pacing is gonna be different, your endurance is gonna be different, your efficiency is gonna be different, and you're gonna find that you're gonna have differences in performances and gears to shift to when you're doing your 5K, 10K, half marathon, marathon, or your ultra run. And so the biggest takeaway here is that understanding the importance of breathing to your running and understanding how to apply rhythmic breathing to your own running is gonna be a real big game changer in terms of performance and making sure that you're getting the most out of each run. So if you are someone who feels gas, gets lots of stitches, or you're struggling to breathe during your run, I would highly recommend reading Running on Air by Bud Coates. If you want to comment breathe better, I will send you a 7-day breathing program. That way you can get started on understanding how to breathe better for running.